In this video, I want to show you why Mureka is different from all other AI-generated software. Well, in our videos, we did have it installed locally on a machine. We have it some free. We also analyze with the pay like Suno and other services. And of course, when Mureka come up, it's have questioned, what does it make it different? So in this video, I want to go a little bit in depth with this, showing what is different as well. We're going to put it to analysis and test of generated music, see how they're different as output file. Well, first, before we start and dive in, let me mention that this video does sponsored by Mureka. And tell you true, many credits that I receive from them, I spend actually to creating a different type of music, playing around with vocal reference, and try to find all these different ways how to create plus and minuses, as well work with a lot of beta stuff. So in this case, the information I give it to you can save you hours, and as well let you know and decide for yourself, does this software work for you or not. Before we jump more in, let me go very fast over interface, kind of help us to understand. This video does not basic interface. We don't go over like click there, but I want to show you some functionality which is make different here and also will help you to create your own songs. First, when we come in a home, you can see the list, and this is kind of display list. It's could done a little bit better on organization, but it's okay because this is kind of in a beta, still in developing phase. When we're going to create, it's where you start creating your music. The different from other ones, I noticed they have a song and instrumentals on the side. So it's not like you can create just in one places, which will be a little bit more common inside here. Then let's go on a song, and you notice we have it basic and advanced. Next to this, we have it model. And V6, it's very common model. And I found when I tested like with a Suno and other services, V6 is about same type of model. What is make different? It's a new O2, and this is studio quality. And when they mean studio quality, it does make different. Well, when we start comparing, I'll let you know, and you can see what is make different, why that is studio quality. And you can select yours different models. Couple things I found. 0201, sorry, cannot do it is, for example, create an instrumental. So if we go in instrumentals, you'll notice it only V6 version 6 here. I wish the instrumentals will support 02 because it's have a deeper, richer sound, but well, you know, not at this time. Next, below we have it our lyrics, so we can put it all different lyrics, and on the middle we have a different selection. That is make slightly non-standard, if such things exist, with other software online. You notice we have it reference, vocals, description, and melody. So let me switch to version 6 because some of these things not yet supported yet, and we'll look on this. Okay, and then now, of course, to the right side we have it our songs, many songs. I gotta say we can create it. This is very standard, so you can click on a song to preview and play. Okay, you also have it like, you have it copy link, sharing, publish, make publishing available to the people. By default, it's kind of private song. And here we have additional expansion, so we can edit specific region, which is kind of nice. Not every services provide this. Extend, very common to extend song, trim down, make smoother, and download video. It's just a slides with music, nothing special. Just help if you're going to put on social media and sharing. Next one is instrumental. We'll come back to this instrumental themes. This one is a little bit different because, as let's say as example on a Suno when you're creating, they holding the license, so you kind of don't download license. You have it rights, and if, for example, somebody comments says, hey, what about copyright of your song? Then you go back to Suno and see if Suno at that time you was registered They say it's embedded inside the music as meta tag, but it's still, not every software or not everyone will do this. Here is a little bit different approach. Here you have your license certificate that you can download it, which can become very handy when you cancel subscription or something happen. For example, let's say, what if Suno going down? You just, who knows, the service you download, but you don't have it really licensing or some information. So here at least you can download it license, which is tell you what is creating, name, all this necessary information, and you can hold it this as a paper, which is kind of very nice. And I think should other ones do about same, so at least you have a license of this song. That is will help you if you create music and it come up dispute. Trust me, it does happen. So next, below this, we have a downloaded MP3. Well, restore original song if you need it, or edit song title and cover, so very similar. Notice we don't have a download WAV file, and this is, I think, should be here. The WAV file only allowed to the people who purchase like Pro Edition, so depend when you start subscriptions for this service. And you can see right here the prices. They're kind of very similar to other services, but only if you go to Pro plan, then you can download it WAV file. And WAV file, it's quite a bit different from MP3. So let me show you what I mean by different. Right here, let's just simple look on our WAV comparison. Right here, we have an MP3 file. If you notice, like in these regions right here, notice it is going about 16 to 18, I think about the K higher. So it is a little bit trimmed down. If we're going to the WAV, it's definitely going up. It's exactly the same song, only one MP3. And after in WAV format, save it. And you can see it's definitely showing a wider range for us, a little bit more range between lows and high with the waves. So it is better quality, I will say, with WAV file. Well, also keep in mind that not everyone can hear this. So the highest, like for example, in my age, I don't know if I can hear even 18 now kilohertz, because just older ears, cannot hear everything. What does it make it different is when you start editing or you start apply effect or you have some compression, you have more room to play. It's like high dynamic range of the sound. So this is what a little bit nicer about this. But we'll back now to how do I download it, because right here if you click down, you don't have it WAV file. So this you need downloaded instrumental and stem. So if we look inside, this is download as a zip file, which include for us separated bass file in MP3 format, WAV format, drums, instrumental. So it's all separated kind of, which is nice because you can mix it. And tell you true, it is very nice separations. You can take those waves, put it like an audition and other things, and manually adjust afterwards if you want. For example, vocal be a little bit higher, so you can mix around this, and it's work great. However, I would think it's if you can download it WAV file directly, same like MP3, that maybe will be easy, because I'm not always need downloaded everything all created. But it was decision from the designer. Just let you know, if you are in a Pro version and you want WAV file, you need to download it instrumentals in stem, and then it's there where you find your WAV file. Well, if you know other ways, let me know. Correct, put it description, put it comments there down below. Let me know if you have different ways. Well, now let's look a little bit to more unique. This is all kind of same, honestly. When I look on this, okay, what does that make different? What to me was striking, it is these options: reference, vocal descriptions, and model 01. That is make big different. Well, let's go from reference. So what is a reference allowed us to do? Okay, let's go click right here, open. It is allowed reference to specific song. And here's more interesting. You can upload your audio, or you can link to YouTube So it work very well. For example, I have some interesting song I wanted. For example, well, right here, Пусть бегут неуклюже. Okay, this is a song Russian about porcupine. And I kind of love this cartoon, but I want to create song and it's hard to describe. You know, how do I describe that specific song from my childhood? So what I did, find on YouTube that song, put it right there, and it's downloading as sample. So it's not necessary we'll copy that. What is actually do, it's take this song, analyze style, analyze what instruments was playing, and using this to create your song. That is awesome. Okay. Beside that, you can upload it your own music, like you play maybe on piano or other things. You can upload here and use it this. So this is one included. For example, I have and I'll show you samples a little bit later, but I have the musician like who is a Russian folk singer, and it's very hard to find. It's seriously very hard to find style. So with this, I download it, and there you go. You can have this reference, and of course you can reference to a lot of different stuff, you know, different music. Pet Shop Boys, you can reference here. Again, not a copy. It's not a copy. It is what instrument using, what type of music, everything. So it's kind of like analysis perform. And you can see right here, you have a library from what they're also available. You can use it their own. You can use it, which one we're using, or you can create your own collections. Okay. So this is how work with reference. Well, let's go look how work with vocals. And vocals is another awesome things. I know some other services start doing this, but this is kind of cool in some ways. So we have it, our voices right here that you can use it, and it's kind of like a library. Keep it in mind, voices what you're using here, they kind of work with a style. So for example, if I have a voice that have it like rap singing, it's not necessarily will work very well with country. So this is kind of, I found out how they work, because it's a model of voice pre-train. And if the pre-train in specific style, in singing style, so they not necessarily will work to another. But again, another huge plus, you can create your own, included your own voice. That is awesome, because specific song, I'll show you when you can mix it style, music, and your own voice, and create music that you wanted with your voice and even your music. Okay, example. So this is me. There. Beautiful voice, just beautiful. Well, I also make my wife singing right here as well.
Twinkle little star, how I wonder
what you are. So there you go, you have it. One thing I found out, it is if you try to use multilingual, and I did purposely use it multilingual here, you want to sing and you use it voice in that specific language. For example, I can take my Russian and use it in English, but it does not always work well. So if you, for example, speak or sing in Chinese or Russian or Ukrainian or Polish or whatever, you want to use that language you're singing or simple for what you're creating. It's for the best result. Okay, that is awesome. Look, we have it our reference, we have it our vocal. What about melody ideas? Let's look what we have here. And this is humming. Well, I know it says humming, but it is, you can actually whistle, you can sing, you can put it to a melody that you want, and that will analyze. You know, I don't know, have you ever had that? You wake up in the morning, you know, when you dream, and as dreams, you always have this beautiful music you just compose or something. And those minutes when you wake up and you cannot even remember music, but or maybe something you remember, you just grab your recorder, your phone, whatever, hum in that music, and here you can come back and use it. There you go. And notice as well, just right here, you have it also. You can record directly your beautiful ideas. You can upload it audio or use it again, YouTube link. If, for example, you have some song you created or something, you can go right there. For example, on one YouTube, my friend and I, we created some music video. And it will be awesome for me now to link here, take this melody and based on this. I mean, that worked great. But you know what? Instead, just showing, instead all this options show, let me showing what we done here. So let me go down, and notice, you remember I told you this Russian bard singer? Well, you can kind of based on this with the multiple voices. Okay, so let me singing this for you, play. And this will be in Russian, because remember I did in Russian this one. And this is interesting lyrics, but mostly listen this.
Нормальный человек, а вокруг глаза в экранах, у экранов 5 век. Кто-то в ТикТоке трясет тазом, кто в лайках видит свет, а другой в навигатор тычет пищу банан на обед. Все залипли.
I'll put a link down below so you can listen those songs as well. But you can hear it's a precisely voice, style, everything, and it's recognizable my voice. Of course, the voice need to be adjusted on the pitch and other ones, because if I start singing, well, I used to sing okay, but if I start singing right now, you probably close your ears, scream, and run out of room. So that is actually benefit, make it tolerable to my leg. And of course, we have it, and here a little bit more samples for you.
Дождь все стучит у дверей с утра.
You can hear my voice.
Как в играх. Никто не пришел, не сказал привет. Лишь ветер гуляет до шорох лет.
Perfect. I mean, seriously, with vocal, with reference and ideas, I mean, it is great. You can literally customize your song if you don't have a musical skill. Because problem is sometimes when you just render by AI, you need to accept what AI give it. So here you actually have options to guide what you're creating. Well, you know, I can go more and more over this. Well, let's look what is different with different models now. Well, when we select, by the way, not every option, just before we start, not every option will work together. So you need kind of play with this. But let's switch to O1. And you notice in O1, we don't have options. Some of them not yet enabled. And from what I understand, it is kind of like release beta. So the options still be available. Like, for example, make instrumentals, or the other ones will be available. But you still work with a reference you can do on O1, and of course the description. By the way, description, it is the description of the music. It's like what in other ones. I do like it. It's have a little bit 300 characters, so it's a little bit better. Like Suno have it only 200, so you have some limitation, but it's a little bit bigger here, so it's very good. And of course, you can notice some of them will uncheck. So if I check reference, my description is unchecked. You have some options, how I say, it's depend how it's work. And it makes sense, because if you reference to specific song, it will analyze style of song, and then it's kind of will maybe conflict with your description. So it makes sense. But what is striking me, it is different of the quality. So let's listen to this. I know it's a very heavy on a bass that we check in a second. I will remove some of those basses so I can hear. But what is happening is, I don't know if it's speakers very well can present through YouTube how it's going. It's a little bit crispy sound. And I know it's, some people say it's subjective, not to me, because I can tell the difference when I play CD versus when I play vinyl or other things. And you maybe heard people say vinyl, it's more warm tone and everything. Well, technically everything is digitized when you use it. Like, for example, because many times vinyl you run through amplifier, and many new amplifiers, they have it the analog to digital conversion, and after so in this way. except if maybe you have it special. For example, I have one which is based on the switches, another one, so it's more analog type, but technically they still be conversion. How it's recorded and how they affect, that's what create the tone. For me, I can hear the warmer, nicer song, and I can hear crispy. And I'm not a big fan of the CD crispy sound, and it's actually the reason why I don't necessarily always like MP3. I like lossless format, because they provide better sampling, and I can hear that. I know not everyone can hear, but to me sometimes this crispiness is a little bit kind of hitting on an ear. However, first things when I start listening O1 model, I notice lack in a good way of that crispiness. So let me go this. It's a warmer song. It's a more professional level. Usually, and beside that, you need to run through the post-processing. So this is almost feel it's a did this. And if you ever have a song and you actually create and release it, and I did, just let you know, I did create AI songs and I did release them. You actually can listen them on the Spotify and other services, because I just want to take this process, I want to go over that process and create it. And I think I point this in my other videos, how to do this. But you want mastering this song. You want optimize the volume. You want optimize sound output. And to me, it sounds like they're using mastering on O1 model. I may be wrong, but it's to me, it's a warmer sound. It is have a deeper range, and it is sounds like it's master. Well, I put a link down below for you for this song, so you can compare by yourself and listening. And tell you true, well, I have it good speakers. I have it nice here, studio quality, special monitors, because I work with the sounds as well. And maybe it's you cannot hear in the headphones. I'm not sure about this, but it makes sound different to me. Well, you know what? I'm speaking about this stuff. Let me go ahead and show what I'm meaning in our graphs. Well, we already look what is different between MP3 and O model and waves. Just right here where we have it sound and Hertz. So let's go like expand right there top. You can see right here we have it 15 on a waves, and MP3 you can see definitely how it's cut off. Okay, so we have it less range. Less range is mean less flexibility we can work. If we also compare to our simple rate above 440, which is nice, we have a bit depth for the MP3 seems like bigger, 32-bit float versus 16-bit. But again, it's compression or not compression. And some people may say compression does not affect, but you know what? From approach from data even collection, if you have a file 28 megabyte versus 1 megabyte, somewhere that data need compressed, or you need to create special algorithms, everything, and as usual you do lose your data. So, and this is just to compare MP3 to this. Well, okay, we're done with MP3s. We saying, okay, wave is better in this case, so let's go with this. And right here you can see V stands for our 6 version and versus O. So this is our O version, and you can see on analyzer. And again, this and this is our other ones. Usually these analyzers, they won't show you that much, and tell you true, it will depend on a song. And problem is, even I said same style and everything, but V6 will create, well, every time when you generate with AI, it's a new song. So you cannot just take exactly the same song and says, okay, generate there and there. It's always will be discrepancies. So we cannot compare one-to-one like this. What we can do is compare by isolating. So what I was meaning right here, let's go with V, and when we start playing, you can hear the crispiness. And we can also just go and select, for example, upper. And I don't know if my microphone can pick up or not. Let me see. but you can hear this going very much here, so it's not optimized. Okay, we'll take a little bit more range. Okay, let's go cut off a little bit more mid, but crispiness, I don't know if you can hear more crispiness here. Okay, let's go with O now, and we'll just take it. Okay, let me shrink a little bit down this. We'll go right, where is this? Right here, I think. Select. Well, we'll start from here. You can hear less crispiness. Okay, let me see if I can find more. Okay, let's go right here. We'll take. You can less metallic. It's more richer, deeper song, so it's not necessarily just hit. And that is telling me algorithm produce a little bit better sound. Okay, so less metallic. Okay, let's go again. I'm just grabbing a little bit more in the middle, go down. And by the way, just let you know, this is our zone select. If we go way below, we'll just go at the base, yeah? So we just can select, and we'll just go from here again. So this is all one model. This is mostly it's what I expect, and when I compare to vinyl, it's kind of give it this nice warm sound. And again, if we're going back to our this version, you can hear definitely, you know, this crispiness, yeah, more kind of flattened song. And I understand that we not necessarily compare apple per apple. And the reason how I say this song is different, everything. But I tried, and you can see I tried through multiple songs. I ran through different variations and compare, and result was this way. 0201 model, it is warmer song, more deeper. And it feels to me that mastering by volume, because after when we look here on version V and this, you can see on the spikes, it is more consistent. So it's definitely look to me like they did some mastering on the back versus this. You see how, again, based on a song, and I said before, I understand it's not apples per apples in this case, but with multiple versions, you know what? How about you compare by yourself as well? Because if you go and sign up with Mureka, I'll provide link down below. You're getting your credits, 20 credits, so you can play and try to create, see if it's work for you or not, how the song. So it's not just the words, you actually can go and try it. Well, this is all nice. In the end, I just want to point that still be in beta, and a couple times when I was created some songs, the voice was off or other things, and I understand because it is still kind of release beta. Well, it's a full release, but it's still in developing. I don't know if it makes sense. Then you may still have it some offset in some cases, but general, it's performed very well. Well, I think I found my next tool for the professional releases. So when I create it, I wish for the future that we'll have it, the instrumentals as well will support 01 model for the richness and nice of the song. Well, let me know what do you think. Go ahead, try around, listen to songs that I post there, and just share your opinion with me. What do you think about this? Does it worth it? Does it make it different from all other services that we looked before? Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.